Hey y'all!
We're Zach and Annie, a Scotsman and American who met while working as camp counselors.
Then we fell in love, started a family,
And now, after 15 years of living across the US, we recently uprooted our entire lives to move from California to Bonnie, Scotland.
Hi everyone, welcome back.
So we've had a busy week, including a train ride from hell, all culminating in a fantastic day at the Highland Games up in Pitlochry. Weekend, the East Coast main line decided to do engineering work, so none of the stations on the East Coast are getting to Waverley. All of them would have been bus replacement services, and you don't want to do a bus replacement service.
Yes,
when
because
you're
it's
trying to get on a
already,
train.
we're getting the train for 8:30, is that about right?
Right around there, yeah.
Yeah, so we just wanted to make sure we left plenty of time, and if we had to do the bus replacement service, we would have been there so early, so.
Yeah, what's normally like a maybe 20-minute, 25-minute train ride turns into like, well, they give you almost 2 hours on the bus, like, so you have to leave extra early, and it's just another thing to worry about. So we're gonna drive, park, and just go straight from Waverley direct to Pitlochry.
Goodbye, Finnegan. Have a good day with the grandparents. We'll miss you, little guy. Goodbye. We made it to Waverley. Time to catch our train. Good thing we left plenty of time because there were quite a few diversions and we had to go up and down every other street finding our way. But we did it.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go! I made it.
There you go, that's the train, the Edinburgh.
In Verness train, they say head all the way to the front.
I'd like to start with an apology. This train that we have is a shorter train than the one that we were supposed to have. Unfortunately, our original train had some issues, so we had to swap it. So I do apologise for overcrowding on this service. We are expected to get busier still, as we still have a stop at Haymarket Station. So any seats that are still available, please make sure there's no luggage blocking seats. And do try and make as much room as possible. Once again, I'd like to apologise for any passengers who have seat reservations or first class tickets. These will not apply to this trip.
Yes, so we had seat reservations for our family, but unfortunately with the train change we are now just standing in doorways for the next 2 hours. So fun.
Just what we asked for.
We made it to Stirling and next up is Perth.
I think 3 people got off, 87 got on, so the seating situation has improved.
This entire crowd is from this one train. It was insanity. And we were greeted with rain. The pipers practicing before they march. We're following the crowd now. We watched the pipers, and now we're gonna go to the games. For online ticket holders.
Look at this going. Well done. On the keeper. You're done. Oh, so near there. Come on. Keep up all the applause. You're being such a great audience.
Candy floss, my boy. Candy floss. That's what we call it here.
Candy floss. Now this is a sight for sore eyes.
Lunch is served.
What happened to the food?
There's 2 separate lines. That was just for this.
Oh wow.
The other ones are even longer.
And how much did that cost you?
£6 each, which is
not
not great, but not
as
worse.
bad as I expected for a Highland Games.
So Tennants and Strongbow.
Ah, thank you.
Take your pick.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whee!
Well, after the worst train ride ever, we made it.
We did.
Sugared up the kids.
And
Fueled ourselves.
Woohoo! It's been a little bit of a nightmare getting here, and then the crowds. We were not expecting such huge crowds, and navigating that with the buggy is just something of a feat in itself.
We've been to Pitlochry before, obviously, and it's a small children are in need. It's a small little town, so we expected it to be a small little event. But as you can see, there's quite a lot of people. Yeah, I was just saying, Pitlochry is small, so we thought it'd be a small event.
It is not a small
event.
event.
It is not.
It's much larger than we were expecting.
But no rain.
Sure, we still have all of our children.
No rain at the moment, and there's a playground for the kids, so what else can you ask for? Bike races.
I know, I saw some of those.
Seems like the least enjoyable way to race a bike.
Through grass.
Road bikes on grass, while hammers are being tossed in your direction.
All about the layers.
He's finally learning. The alcohol helps as well.
It does.
Start the motor, then off they go. Come on then, everyone. This is the youth 90 meter final. So hold on, getting into the lane then, everyone. Keep our eyes the centre of the track. You have the final coming up then on the open 90 metres, everyone. Final on open 90 metres.
The kids have found it.
That's it! Oh, no! Yay! I need a whistle. Listen, so you can have a prize from the front right to the back of the lorry.
A rainy day in Pitlochry.
The earlier train home than planned was a perfect decision. Got a seat and table to herself, and the kids were already at breaking point, which means we're close to breaking point. But it was fun in the end and a good trip. Just
yeah, a little shorter than anticipated.
Initial train journey just tired us out to begin with.
Hi. What a good boy. Can't wait to get you home and let you out.
Kids are at school, so we're taking a little break to try out one of the recipes that one of our viewers sent us, and this one is for sticky toffee pudding.
And we believe that the consensus is that it hails from the Lake District in England. Some people argue that it's Scottish, but I think the majority of people now believe it is originating from England, right?
Based on our 5-minute Google search, that is what we now believe as well. So
we're gonna go with that. Let us know if it's
broadly
incorrect.
defined as a British classic pudding. Doesn't matter where you are, it's a good one. So we'll see how ours turn out.
So yes, we have our setup here. We got a mixer, coffee, eggs, dates, butter, brown sugar, self-rising flour. So I think we are ready to go.
Yep. So we've done some of the prep work already. We have our little tins lined and prepped and ready. Annie got our morning workout in by chopping up a whole bunch of dates. All right. So first step after the dates are chopped up, there's 125 grams or 4 ounces of dates in here. They go into a heat-proof bowl along with 1 tablespoon of instant coffee. And for our instant coffee, we have
The finest.
Nescafe Gold Blend.
Nothing but the finest.
And
then we need 150 mLs of boiling water. So let's get that going.
good.
That's good.
And then they go in there and they just soak and cool for about 10 minutes, it says. All right, so the next step is to cream together the butter and the sugar. Sugar, we have some brown sugar and we need 75 grams of this, which is in there. Oh, too much.
Baking is a science. You can't get this wrong.
Now that you're in the UK, it is a science. I know there's cup measures and... There we go, 75 on the nose.
Well done. Bring on the butter.
So then we need 50 grams of butter, and this has been sitting out, so it's at very nice room temperature. Reset my scales. 50.
Time for some mixing.
Time for some mixing.
Let's do it. Here's our teaspoon of the flour, and that's supposed to stop it from curdling. So let's see how that goes.
All right, now we need to beat the eggs and add them in slowly with the flour as well.
So Zach's measuring out the flour. How much do we need?
150 grams. Might be tight in this little bowl, but we'll see.
You got it. There's plenty of space. Now adding a little bit of the egg mixture and then some of the flour into our butter and sugar combo, and we'll just slowly beat that in piece by piece.
All right, so this is all mixed together. It's been just over 10 minutes. So now we have to stir in that mixture we made with the dates, the coffee, and the water. So in she goes.
Good stuff. Don't want to leave any of that out. I like this recipe. It's quite straightforward.
As they say, the proof is in the pudding. We'll see how it turns out.
True. Looking good.
All right.
It's like this stuff never seems hard when you're doing it alone. But when
What?
no, not with you. I was making a point that, but when you go on camera, all of a sudden my hands are like blah, 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 blah. Do you feel the same way? Like I don't feel it's that hard to scoop things from one container to another.
We only have enough for one attempt, so this is...
May the odds be ever in our favor.
This is live. Reviewed the recipe.
Raw, unfiltered. What did they say?
I don't know what you're watching. I'm just glad I can be so helpful in this stuff of the process. Just
Your support is all I
watching
need.
each go in like some sort of dog waiting for his dinner.
Should be done. Let's see how it came out. Oh, they look good. They're firm. I think we're good to go. Hi, Finnegan. Says I want one of those. Finnegan. We're gonna combine these till it's all melted. And then once it gets to that point, oh, that looks delicious. Then we let it simmer for 2 minutes, and that sort of brings it together, I'm assuming.
All right, they look good, so let's get one out, or a few out.
It's
Time to plate up. They're cute little things. Time to try.
Taste test.
Taste test.
Oh, it cuts well.
It does cut well. Has a good bake. Baked all the way through.
Hey, come on. Hey.
What do you think?
Very good. I think it's pretty hard to go wrong with those ingredients. Like sugar, sweet,
Butter.
butter. But
So good. I like it because it's I've had some that are just so overly sweet. This is just the perfect amount of sweetness. And I think with a coffee would be nice, or
ice cream. Coffee.
ice cream, like, or custard would be really good.
Well, I'm getting in trouble for that one.
Really?
Sticky toffee pudding.
With custard?
I think this is the stuff you made there is the topping.
But I feel like you need even more of a cream on top.
Typical American, always wanting more.